From My News 26 and CCTV, it's high school football. Coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to exciting high school football action here on 26 Sports and CCTV. I'm Jeff Castillo, and joining me in the booth tonight will be Mr. Mike Redman. We are at beautiful Baker Field in Mesick, Michigan, and I don't care what direction you came here from tonight. The colors are absolutely gorgeous out, and it had to be a beautiful ride for you. We have a good one for you tonight as we have the Bear Lake Lakers taking on the Mesick Bulldogs. The Lakers are coming in with a 2-3 conference record and 2-5 overall. The Bulldogs are 3-2 in the conference and 3-4 overall. Welcome tonight, Mike.
Jeff, yeah, you said it right. Beautiful night for football. The temps are just right if you're one of the players. For everybody else, you're going to need those extra couple layers to not have your teeth chattering. But not a lot of wind. Yeah, obviously, we're losing a lot of daylight right now, so we're already needing the lights here before the game even starts. But Bulldogs got some pretty fluorescent jerseys down there. That should help to light things up, too.
Yes, they do. They have a special, pretty special evening going on tonight. They actually, Coach Crocker told me that some of the players kind of spearheaded this and got this going as far as wanting to do something for raising some money to fight cancer and everything. So they got some people to donate some jerseys. They got the pink thing going on. A little bit hard to read those numbers. We might struggle with that throughout the night. So forgive us if we're having trouble picking up some of those numbers. That white on pink there is going to be a little troublesome as we get going in there, and it's kind of small. But we'll do the best we can to make sure everyone gets credit they can. But a really cool thing, and every player is kind of dedicated tonight's game to a particular family member or somebody they know or something like that in some way or another has cancer affecting their life. So it's going to be a pretty good night. And it was a nice thing. I see even the Bear Lake kids have some pink socks on, so they kind of joined in and on the theme tonight, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's classy, and to go along with Parents' Night tonight for the Bulldogs, and we even had the feed program down there. We even had the junior high kids down there with their parents, those that are on our middle school team, which Mesick's middle school has had a pretty successful season so far.
Yeah, they have.
And when you always like to see that. That doesn't guarantee anything, but it doesn't hurt. It always feels like it's greasing the skids a little bit when the JV and the 7th and 8th grade are having some success on the field too. So
yeah, and they have. And Mesick's got a pretty good year going.
They do.
And they're going to have a tough game tonight against Bear Lake. Now, unfortunately for Bear Lake, because I was talking to Coach John Prokes, well, a lot of injuries. Boy, they've just been decimated with injuries. I was counting 9 or 10 kids out with different concussions and knee injuries and things like that. So they are really kind of bare bones right now as far as their roster goes. It's got to be tough both as a player and a coaching staff to have to go through that and miss half your team on injury. But they're here tonight. I think they're going to give it their best and give the Bulldogs everything they can.
Yeah, it's all upperclassmen too on the injury list. It's all 11th and 12th graders.
Yep,
So that means we're going to have some, less experienced players getting an opportunity, but that's a bit of a forced opportunity, in that situation. But
and they do not have a JV team. So this is the Bear Lake High School football team right here for the most part. There's no freshmen, but everybody out there is 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade.
Yep. And you said this is the second year that they've been on their own with the program, whereas they were co-oping with Onekama for a number of years.
Yep, correct.
Onekama made some changes to what they're doing now, so that put them in a position to start their own team. So the co-oping thing, there's press on that both ways, but I'm guessing it probably helped in terms of having some players ready to go to start a program with.
Yeah, Coach Prokes did tell me, he says, once we were on our own and had our own football team, he said we had a ton of kids that came out that ordinarily otherwise wouldn't have came out, with co-op with Onekama, so it's been a good thing for them. And, they actually have a pretty good amount of kids on the roster there, but unfortunately a lot of them are hurt tonight, so it'll be interesting. But I'm looking forward to a good football game tonight. We've got 8-man football in case we haven't mentioned that. It's always exciting. And, of course, we are broadcasting here tonight at one of my favorite fields to see a football game, and that is Baker Field here in Mesick, Michigan. So the band is just about ready to come out and play and everything, and we are going to wrap this pregame show up, so we will be back for opening kickoff and see the Bear Lake Lakers take on the Mesick Bulldogs. So you are watching 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be back in just a moment for first quarter action.